French, but I was born in Mali, raised in Senegal. I spent a very, very short time of my life in France, really. I come from a Catholic family, and I studied law before eventually I branched off to another type of career, but I'm a lawyer basically. So I started my first year university in Senegal it must have been October 1966. So I did my first year there, but then I got a bit, I was thinking really 17 years old at university, living in my parents' house. I have to ask permission to go out. I have to, I was thinking, no, I don't want to continue like that. So I talked to my parents and told them, really, wouldn't it be nice for me, wouldn't it be good to continue my studies in France and to have my degree from a French university? So they thought about it and they agreed. They said it will have to be in Aix-en-Provence. Aix-en-Provence is a town a few kilometers from Marseille. It's a bit the same as the University of Nigeria, Enugu campus and Nsukka campus. So it's one university, but some faculties are in Marseille, some are in Aix-en-Provence. As I was doing law, my own was Aix-en-Provence. So we went to France for the holidays in the summer of 1967. And during those holidays, my mother had discovered a bookshop in Marseille, which she liked very much because, among other things, it was selling nice spiritual reading books. And she made friends with the lady in charge of the bookshop. So at some stage she told me, I want to introduce you to these people. I wasn't too keen to be introduced to my mother's friends, but anyway, I followed her. So I was introduced. There were two other young ladies there, very nice, who got interested in me. And my mother was saying, I'm very worried because my daughter, I'm the youngest of my family. I have an elder sister and an elder brother. There was one first, but my mother lost him as a baby, though he was baptized and he was always a part of our family, really, even though none of us knew him. So I was a little one of the family. And my mother was very concerned. She's going to get lost. She was going to have so many temptations. What is going to happen to her? So they told her that they knew there was a student's residence that they knew in Marseille where I could make friends. Because really, I knew nobody in that town. I knew nobody. So they invited me to go there for lunch on the following weekend. So I said, all right. So in the meantime, my parents settled me there. They rented a little room for me in the house of a lady 5 minutes from the university in Aix. So during that week, I had been told that there was somebody from that residence who was actually also in second year law, but I hadn't met her. So during that week, I was looking around a bit and wondering, I wonder which one of those students is at that residence, but I didn't know. So on the following Sunday was my birthday. So I went there. I was feeling a little bit miserable. It was the first birthday away from home, nobody to wish me happy birthday. I felt a little bit miserable, but anyway. So I took the bus to Marseille, went to the residence, and really, they received me. I was quite impressed. I didn't know exactly what it was, but I was surprised that everybody was friendly and interested. Well, I quickly put two and two together because they showed me there was an oratory there. So I quickly put two and two together that this atmosphere must have something to do with their faith. But I also got a bit of a shock because it must have been by coincidence that when I met those two the two younger ones, Hélène and Annick, I think, in the bookshop. They didn't have any makeup. So when I went there, I thought, I'm not sure of those people. I don't want to scandalize them. So I went, I didn't put my usual eyeliner and whatever because I didn't want to look, in those days. And then when I went there, I was surprised. Everybody was very nice. Makeup, not too much, but nice, And then I was the one looking. So anyway, I realized that, they were very normal people, and on top of that, very nice people, and interested and everything. In the afternoon, after we had a nice get-together, afterward they asked me if I could help, because they were making a list of the books of the library downstairs. Can you type? So I said, more or less, yes, I can type a bit. So can you help us type a list of the books? So I settled down and started typing the list of the book. And one of this Hélène was also there, and one of the books was Josemaria Escriva, The Way. And then I asked her, what's this? It says in the back of the book, founder of Opus Dei. What's Opus Dei? She looked at me and said, you don't know about Opus Dei? I said, no. And I started to think, lack of education, I should know about it. But then she told me, now I will tell you some other time. So anyway, I went back that day absolutely thrilled that I had found the ideal place to make friends, that I have found. And one thing that also touched me very much that day, I said it was my birthday. In the middle of lunch, one of them asked me, and how old are you? So I said, 18, actually today. She didn't say anything special, happy birthday, but she didn't say anything special. And at some stage she got up, whispered something to the person who was, the director of the place who was presiding, but I didn't pay any attention. Then she went to the kitchen, but I didn't pay attention to it. When the moment of the dessert came, in good French custom, usually a birthday cake, very often a birthday cake is the sweet of the meal. Suddenly they switched off the lights, a cake, somebody arrived with a cake, and everybody sang happy birthday, and I thought, what a coincidence, somebody else also has a birthday here. And then the cake, instead of going to the person presiding the table, actually came to me, and I had to blow the candle also. I thought it was magic. What has happened here? But at the same time, it won my heart completely. So after that, I was completely won over.